Good evening, sports fans, and welcome into the Under Reviews playoff simulation for the 2019-2020 FPHL season. I'm Zak DeBeaussaert, typically the voice of the Columbus River Dragons, but it's playoffs, and so we're all mix mashing and filling in where we can. So I will be your voice for the Port Huron Prowlers and the Danville Dashers. Game 1 coming up in just a little bit. Well, the Danville Dashers, they earned their way into this series, and they very much earned it because on the very last day of the season, the Dashers had to travel to Columbus, take on the River Dragons, and it went all the way into an extra round shootout before the Dashers picked up that win and the 2 points out of 3 to finish 1 point ahead of Columbus to secure this third seed and take on the Port Huron Prowlers. Columbus, they take on the Carolina Thunderbirds. That game comes up a little bit later on today with Carolina Thunderbirds voice Drew Blevins on the call on that one. You've already seen how the East playoffs have shaken down so far tonight. Game 1s have been, well, all chalk. Elmira and Danbury with victories over Delaware and Watertown, respectively, but definitely some competitive games, and I think we're definitely going to expect that here tonight, as again, Danville takes on Port Huron. This game will be in Port Huron's home bar in the McMorran Arena, and Game 2 will be at the David S. Palmer Arena. Game 3, if necessary, back at McMorran, and remember, that's just a product of the NHL sim and how it needed to go with a 1-1-1 scenario as opposed to a 1-2. So with that in mind, we take a look at the rest of the bracket. Of course, we saw Elmira 1-0 up on Delaware. Danbury 1-0 up on Watertown. We're about to see Port Huron and Danville, and as we mentioned, Carolina and Columbus. They will be later on tonight after we get this one done. So no more stalling. Let's get right into it. We have got Game 1, Danville and Port Huron, two longtime rivals in the FPHL. This was Port Huron's 5th season in the league. Danville goes all the way back to year 2 of the Federal Prospects Hockey League. They are a 9-year franchise. Well, the Illinois Dashers, the Porto Prowlers, that's what you got to do to make them accurate, I suppose. But Danville, you see, they're wearing the whites, the rally towels out there at McMorran Arena. Jesse Gordachuk, who has been a phenomenal netminder all season for Danville, he's in between the pipes for the Dashers. And then over to our right, it's Blake Scott for the Prowlers. Prowlers in the blacks with the red and white sleeves and red pants. Dashers in the whites with orange secondary and black pants. Port Huron left to right. Danville right to left. We're underway in the FPHL's Western Division playoffs. Danville has the puck. They'll move it into the zone. Fred Hine had it knocked off the stick. It goes into the left wing corner, and a penalty already called on Port Huron in this one. The loud crowd will not approve of that decision as Scott makes a save, holds onto the puck, and tripping is the signal. And we will get a Prowler in the box, and Danville with the first power play opportunity of the night. Austin Federle tripping up his counterpart, number 19, Fred Hine, on that rush. Federle unhappy. 46 seconds into the first period, and the Dashers have a huge moment in this one with the first power play of the game. Zilak and Portillo. Portillo wins it, and Port Huron slaps it down the length of the ice. Gordachuk happy to watch it go by in the crease. Danville going to move this one up the wing. Here's Zilak to Nair, and now here's Tesorero in over the line right circle. Tesorero in the corner, trying to play that one to the middle, and that one knocked away at the side of the net. Back to the left point. That one went by a man, and Port Huron might have a break if Portillo can rush out, but Gordachuk at the hash marks, able to take it away. Moving this one up the left wing side is Zilak. 3-on-3 as he hits the line. He gets it knocked off of his stick and into the corner. Tesorero will find it there. Tesorero being bothered by Arnott to Nair at the right wing circle. Nair up to the point, give and go, D to D. Daniel Denny. Daniel shot, and a right pad save made there by Blake Scott. 17:45 left to go here in the first period of Game 1. Danville and Port Huron scoreless. Dashers power play still has a little bit of time left. Shorthanded chance. Port Huron are not denied there bar Gordachuk, and that will be the end of that play. Still 13 seconds left in the power play for the Dashers, but still no score as Port Huron mustered their first good shot on net, and again it comes a man down as Austin Federle is waiting to get out of the box and become a free man. Dalton J. Fred Hine on this draw to the left of Gordachuk. Hine will win this one. Back to Quintos. Danville trying one more rush as the power play expires. Federle's out of the box. 0 for 1 is Danville. Hine a shot. Shoulder save made there by Scott. Dalton J. has this puck over for Federle at the left wing. He's in over the line. 3-on-3, but Danville's back checkers come back quickly. Over to the left wing circle. J has it here. Over to Dalton Young. D to D with Joe Pace. Jay in the slot. Right circle. Graham fires. Shoulder save. It's behind Gordachuk, and he lays down on it and keeps it out. 16:04 left to go here in the first, and Port Huron, well, they enjoy playing even strength, 5-on-5, and right there nearly had the opportunity, popped up in the air. You see the shoulder save by Scott, but popped up in the air off of Gordachuk, rested behind him, and just stayed out, and we remain scoreless. Nippard behind on this draw. Hine will win it, and here's Quintos up the way. Left wing side, he skates in with some speed. Quintos trying to drop pass there. No one was behind him. And here comes Port Huron the other way. Here's Moroso with it. He's got it. Right circle shot. Save made by Gordachuk, and he holds on to it at the side of his nets. 15:09 left to go here in the first. Danville and Port Huron scoreless. A little bit of jostling in front of the net. And the playoff atmosphere and playoff intensity already striking here in Game 1 of what is essentially the league's quarterfinals, but the Western Division semifinals. This our 2-3 matchup. Port Huron the 2, Danville the 3. Elsewhere in the West, Carolina the 1 will host Columbus the 4. And again, that game comes up later on tonight. To the middle, a chance at Sokol. Just got obliterated out of the slot. Now a chance left circle for him, and a glove save made there by Gordachuk. Sokol got caught with his head down in the slot, and he got moved about 20 feet on that check. And he'll take a second effort shot, and the save was made by Gordachuk. 14:41 left to go now in the first. Port Huron wins another offensive zone draw. Dalton Young playing a little catch D to D. Sokol a shot, and a save made by Gordachuk. Barakov over for Hawgood. Now Brazen, the Danville captain, with this in the neutral zone. He and Barakov play some catch. Left wing circle, trying to move that to the middle. Dalton Young able to knock it off of him. And the near side boards, Barakov lost possession of it. Sokol able to force it out only to the red line though. Over the left wing side, here's Brazen and over the line for Danville. Just over 13 minutes to go here in the first. Brazen tees one up and a pad save made there by Blake Scott. Fowler with this puck in his own zone. He'll move it to the right wing side. Here comes Port Huron 2-on-2 as they hit the line. This looks like it's Portillo. No, check that. That was Giuliano, my mistake. Giuliano tried to fire a shot that went wide. And now back the other way comes Danville. Here's Nair with this puck left wing circle. Nair left circle at the dot. The pad save made by Scott. Nair back to the middle, knocked away there by Vartiainen. And here comes Port Huron the other way. Parsons over to the right wing side with this puck. Moroso, he tries a nice fancy deke, fires a shot. Glove saved by Gordachuk off the side of the net, trying to play it to the far circle, and Danville will read it and intercept. 10.5 left to go here in the first. Still looking for our first goal in this playoff game. Tic-tac passing. Daniel Uke to Turner. He's got it left point, running out of room. Rims this one around. Gullo from behind the net. Ooh, he tried to play that one on a wraparound, and Blake Scott was ready for it. As we are 1 second until halfway to go in this first period. You see the shot there from Giuliano. Just tipped off the top of the glove for Gordachuk there. Good save by him. Got enough on it to force it away and wide. J.V. Zilak on this draw. This one coming to the right of Scott. Jay wins it right back to his netminder, and he'll play it over to the defense. Arnott and Stoya will move it up to Graham, right wing side. Here's Matt Graham. Him and Jay play some catch. Jay with a shot and a save made, ranging to his right, Jesse Gordachuk, and he covers up the rebound. 9:21 left to go here in the first. No score. Danville and Port Huron. In terms of the special teams battle, Danville right now 0 for 1 on the man advantage. Port Huron yet to have a man advantage opportunity in this one, but still early here in the first period at McMorran. Face off to the right of Gordachuk. It's Jay and Zilak on this one. Zilak will win it, and Port Huron brings it back the other way with Tesorero. Tesorero at the right point. Drops it back. He plays it to the middle, and a pad save made there by Scott. Finds his own rebound. As that one, I think, went off the stick. Is that Jesse Nair? Tough to see who was at the left side of the cage there. But it was a save nonetheless made. See right there, Scott at the right side of his post. Good movement, though. Cross crease and back to be able to keep that one out. Yes, it was Jesse Nair at the side of the net. Zilak and Portillo on this draw. Portillo will push Zilak away, and Port Huron will come away with it. Stoya in the near side circle, turned over by Nair. A shot from Zilak, save made. Rebound pushed wide on the near side by the Dashers. Here's Zulkanich, right wing circle with it. Give and go with Portillo. Taken away, and Tesorero will move it back the other way. Tesorero 2-on-1 with Nair. Nair left circle, a shot. Great play by Stoya to block that shot and force it wide. Here comes Port Huron with some end-to-end action. Left wing side, Portillo's in over the line. Portillo at the dot, trying to pass it to the middle, and that one knocked off Zulkanich's shin pads. 6:50 left to go here in the first. Still no score. Danville and Port Huron. Quintos a shot wide, the blocker side on Scott. Zulkanich moved this one up ahead. Portillo 1-on-2 against the Danville defense by himself. Portillo stops the left point, waits for reinforcements. Portillo thought about wrapping it around, still with it at the right wing circle. 6 minutes to go here in period one. Give and go between him and Parsons. Vartiainen to Portillo, left wing circle. Back for Parsons, a shot pad save made there by Gordachuk. Saw that one through some traffic and kicked it out at the last moment. Just over 5 to play now in the first. Hine rims this one around. Parsons had it go by him in the corner, but he's able to recollect it near side boards. Moving this one ahead to Portillo. Portillo tried to headman the rush. Hine all over him on the back check. Portillo to Parsons. Fires one, and that one blocked in front. I think it was Troy Murray getting himself in the way there for Danville. Fred Hine going to skate this one up into the left wing side. He moves it to Quintos high slot. Quintos right circle, caught a stick up high, and a penalty going to come up here to Port Huron. High sticking is the signal, and Danville is on their second man advantage of the night. We'll see the replay. Zachary Zulkanich, the guilty party, just trying to go for the stick lift, ended up clipping the side of the face, and he will sit for 2 in the sin bin. 3:50 left to go here in the first. One shot in the last power play for Danville. Did not score on it. Let's see what they can muster now. Not a good start for him as Port Huron clears it down. Young to pace, and it's down 200 feet. Danville has this puck in his own end. Long stretch pass. He hits Nair. He's 1-on-2. Left wing and over the line. Nair finds Tesorero dropping back. A shot blocked in front and sent down the length of the ice again by the Prowlers. 1:15 left to go in the Danville man advantage. Under 3 minutes to go here in the first. Danville up for Zilak. 3-on-3 as they hit the line with a pass right wing to Nair. Back for Zilak. Tesorero a shot and a pad save made there by Scott. 2:35 to go here in the first. 40 ticks in the power play. Nair, right circle. Oh, he had Denny open for a left circle windup, and he couldn't get to it in time. Nair's shot from the top of the circle. Easy save there. Right point held in by Danville. Tesorero a shot, kick, save, and a beauty by Scott. Rebound, Tesorero scores! Blake Scott showing off the acrobatics, but he just ran out of them as the Danville shooting gallery opened up, and A.J. Tesorero pots in a power play goal, and it's 1-0. You see Tesorero with a good check on a defenseman. Blake Scott had made a couple of dandy saves to be able to keep it 0-0 at the time, and then Tesorero, man, what a snipe of the top right corner there. As it's 1-0 Dashers on the road. A power play goal means they are 1 for 2 on the man advantage right now. Gullo ties up on the draw, but Port Huron will come away with it. Dumped into the zone by Sokol, right wing side. It's into the corner. Tied up there between a couple of bodies. One of them, Hawgood. He'll rim it around. Up here for Gullo. Gullo's over the red line. Needs some support. Left wing circle. Gullo with it. In the corner. Being chased. Gullo still with it at the right circle. Hawgood. D to D. Manichos firing a shot. Deflected in front. And Scott somehow made a save off of Turner in close. 30 seconds left to go in the first. Port Huron with a rush now. Left circle with it. One-timer, and that one was blocked in front. Hawgood. Looks like he caught the worst of that one. Sokol, give and go. Young to Contrado. Now back for Young, left point. 3 seconds left. Pass goes awry. Minocho is able to send this one around, and that will do it for the first 20 minutes of play. Danville strikes on the power play thanks to A.J. Tesorero, and it's 1-0 Dashers on the road. Game 1 of this best-of-3 Western Division semi. See Giuliano with a great effort there on Gordachuk from distance, but here's the goal that has us separated. Tesorero shows off the physicality, then shows off the skill. Snipe in the corner, 1-0 Dashers. We're back after this. Back here at McMorran, 12-7 shots on goal in favor of Danville and 1-0 in terms of goals in favor of the Dashers. Danville left to right this period in the whites. Prowlers, right to left in the blacks with the red and white striped sleeves. Jay pushes Hine away, and we are underway here in the second period. Here's Matt Graham in over the line. Graham left circle to Contrado, back to Young, right circle. Young trying to play it back. It flipped up off the stick. Jay checked Hine, but the Dashers are able to come away with it. Atkins, right wing circle, being chased there by Federley. Atkins drops it back, a one-timer for Denny. Save made Scott, and the rebound fell loose in the crease, and he was able to look to his left and find it before the Dashers could pot it home and double their lead. Still 1-0 Danville, and look at that rip right there by Brad Denny. Just unloaded, skated a few strides to get some speed on that one. Big glove save by Scott, didn't settle in the trapper, but the rebound was well within distance where he could control it. 18:45 left to go in the second as we've just dropped the puck. Defensive zone draw won by the Prowlers. Young going to move this one ahead to Moroso. Moroso, right wing side, he's in over the line, 3-on-3. Pass, give and go. Moroso, right circle with it, didn't like what he had. Pace to Nippard, couldn't pull the trigger, and Nippard passed back to Contrado at the left point, but down the ice it goes. Prowlers have this back in their own end with Dalton Young. Young going to move that one up to Pace. He takes a big check, but here's Nippard now. Nippard, one-on-one. He's got an angle. Nippard fires a shot and a shoulder save by Gordichuk. Quintos takes a check from Moroso. Right wing circle. Moroso stood up there by Danilou. Those two go at it in the corner. 16:45 to go here in period 2. 1-0 Dashers. Prowlers looking to answer. D-to-D pass. Vartiainen giving it over to Parsons, and a shot was deflected and scared wide. Here come the Dashers. Quintos over to Tesorero, right wing side. Tesorero, right circle, trying to lay it in the slot there in a dangerous position. Port Huron's defense comes out, just gets it out into the neutral zone. Portillo will lay it over to Parsons at his own blue. Now Parsons skates it into the zone. 4-on-3, he's got numbers. Parsons to the middle. Oh, and a chance was there. But I think, was that Denny that was able to knock it away? No. That was, missed that number on that one. Portillo to Arnott, firing a shot, so Kanich, and that one just went wide. Murray stands up his man, but Robertson has it. He puts in a shot at the side of the net, and a save made by Gordichuk with 14:11 left to go in the second. 1-0 Dashers here at McMorran. As we see the effort from Port Huron. Gordichuk, big save on the left shoulder, and Quintos took a big check. It was a good shot by Nippard. Sometimes he opts to pass more than shoot, but Nippard there let one go and forced a big save out of one of the FPHL's goaltenders of the year. Face-off coming to the left of Gordichuk, won by Danville. And here's Ensor with this puck. Ensor, right wing circle, trying to get that one into the slot, but Port Huron able to clear the danger for a moment. Now Matt Graham has it on his stick and forces it to center. Graham over the red line, 3-on-3 as he hits it. Matt Graham left circle, trying to go to the middle. That one knocked away by Minocchio. Here comes Barakoff, left wing side. He's 2-on-2 as he hits it. Barakoff trying to go to the middle, and Matt Graham with a good back check was able to knock it away. Arnott up ahead here. Stoya getting it to Federley. He's got numbers, 3-on-2 if he wants it. Matt Graham, right wing side, trying to go back for Federley. Went through his legs. Jay finds a loose puck, right wing circle. Graham, a shot, glove save, Gordichuk. And that'll do it for that play as the Danville netminder holds on. 11:56 left to go here in the second period. 1-0 Dashers on the road, trying to take a 1-0 series lead to the David S. Palmer Arena, where they could, in theory, close out the series, but still more than half a hockey game still to play. Right wing circle with it, Sokol. Over to Young. D-to-D to Contrado. Contrado knocked that one away off the body of Turner. And here comes Armstrong into the zone with it. Armstrong, left wing circle over for Turner behind the net. Turner plays it up the right wing wall to Murray. D-to-D to Bukal. Bukal back for Murray. His shot deflected in front, hit the base of the post. Oh, that one had space to go in at the bottom right. Just got denied by the iron, and we remain 1-0. Halfway through this game. Here's Armstrong. Rims this one around. Found there by Turner. Nope, let it go by him. It couldn't be held in at the left point by Murray. Murray for Bukal at the red line. He'll headman it into the zone. Bukal, left wing circle. Lays it down behind the net. Contrado going to get first on it here for Port Huron, but no, he is cut off at the pass. Turner to Gullo, a shot. Pad save made there by Scott. Port Huron trying to get it out of their own end. They've been hemmed in for a while. Contrado over to Giuliano, right wing side. Giuliano, high slot, a shot blocked by Bukal and sent wide. So Kanich left circle to the middle. Giuliano had his stick tied up, couldn't get anything on it. So Kanich a shot in front, and a big save by Gordichuk coming in to cut off the angle. 7:45 left to go here in the second. 1-0 Danville as the Dashers come in looking for more. Left circle, whiffed on there by Nair. Portillo picks up the loose puck, and he's into the neutral zone and a pass to Robertson. Matt Robertson to Portillo, right wing circle. Portillo at the hash marks, rims this one around. Robertson has it behind the net. Robertson, circle to circle. Now D to D, Vartiainen. He gives and goes with Parsons. To the middle, and Zulkanic whiffed on one there in the slots. Robertson with this puck along the far wall. At the right point, Robertson spins away from one check down into the corner. Behind the net on the backhand, good puck possession. Zulkanic left wing circle with it now. To Stoya, top of the right circle. Stoya, body check there by Nair along the far wall. Stoya's able to get it out of feet. Over to Robertson, right wing circle. Just over 5 minutes to go in the second. Still 1-0 Danville. Dashers going to move this one up the zone. Left wing side, 2-on-2. A pass to Zilak. Left circle. Save made. Scott got that one with the blocker. Quickly plays it away. And now Port Huron trying to have numbers back the other way. Here's Pace. He stops it up. High slotted shot. Wide of the blocker hand. Rebound. They score! Zachary Zulkanic knocks one in. Off the backboards and in. And Port Huron has tied it up 1-1. I don't know if that's a design play or maybe a fluky goal. Pace hit the M of CCM to the left of the net. Missed it entirely, but the springy backboards at McMorrin had that one poke off of Zulkanic, and it looks like it went 5-hole on Gordichuk. I thought it might have gone in at the side of the net, but it goes off Zulkanic and in. His first goal of the playoffs, and it is 1-1. Danville and Port Huron late here in the second. Moroso has this in front of the Port Huron bench. Pass to Stoya, tried to work it into the zone. Knocked off him at the blue line. Here's Barakov, 3-on-2 as he hits the line left wing side. Barakov at the top of the dots. Hawgood back for Barakov. Save made. Scott. Good butterfly save made at the right side of his net. Minocchio over to Hawgood. Now right wing side with it. Ensor back for Hawgood to Barakov. Little umbrella style formation for Danville as they try and answer a loud McMorrin Arena right now after their team tied it up. Brazen's shot, easy save by Scott, covers up the rebound, and it is 1-1, 2:20 to go here in the second. My, what a clutch goal that was for Zachary Zulkanic, the Kenai, Alaska native, and that should tell you something, kids. Just drive the net. You never know what can happen. Good things happen when you drive the net. Puck off the boards, real springy, just got out in front. Gordichuk clearly not ready for it. And that's how we sit right now at 1-1. Vartiainen stood up by Quintos in the slot, but Matt Graham is able to take it away for the Prowlers. Here's Matt Graham, right wing circle at the dots, playing it to the slot. Now back to the right point. Him and Vartiainen play some catch. Parsons over for Jay for Vartiainen. Now Parsons lets one go, deflected in front, cleared by the Dashers, not out. Vartiainen holds in center point, right circle. Jay had his stick lifted there. 1 minute left to go here in the second. 1-1, Dashers and Prowlers shaping up to be a good finish. Hine in the middle, a shot and a blocker saved by Scott. Brings this one around. Prowlers glitched on me there for a second, but now Jay has the puck, trying to get it out to the neutral zone, pass to Federley. He was hemmed in for a moment. Now Federley passes it back to his own blue line. 5 seconds left in the period. Shot coming in, blocked by the Dashers. That was Murray. And one more shot goes on net, saved by Gordichuk. And we don't get the whistle before we get the buzzer. Zachary Zulkanic sends the Prowlers to the locker room feeling good, but we are still tied. 1-1 through 40 minutes of play. See a shot there from Denny. That was the one he unloaded into, and it was a big save by Scott. And here's the goal, just in front, a little tap there by Zulkanic to go through the 5-hole off the backboards. 1-1 with 20 left to play. We're back after this. Back here on McMorrin, shots on goal, 18-12 in favor of Danville, but 1-1 our score, thanks to Zulkanic in that last period for Port Huron. 20 minutes on the clock, Prowlers left to right in the blacks, Dashers right to left in the whites. We're already underway. Jay, right wing circle with it, spinorama moves, and glitching, lost the puck somehow, blame the Matrix. Here's Fred Hine with it, right wing circle. Hine to the middle, Quintos, and that one taken off of his stick quickly by Young. Young going to move this one into the zone. Pass to the left wing circle for Jay. His shot, save made, Gordichuk. Lots of chaos going on screen, and I don't mean the bodies in front of the net, but somehow Gordichuk was able to hold on to it, and he'll take the whistle. 18:40 left to go here in period 3. Danville 1, Port Huron 1. This one rimmed around. Port Huron trying to move it out of the zone. Hine getting this one up ahead. Danieluk will find it. Up here, right wing side, it's Atkins. Atkins trying to go with a little stick over deke there, and Contrato will able to pick it off of him. Right wing, Danville holds in at the point. A shot shouldered down by Scott, and he covers up. 17:31 left to go here in the third period. 1-1 our score. We've been told something about this overtime. If it were to happen, it was just from the sim notes. They said, hopefully this doesn't happen during the game ones. And, well, we'll know. We'll see if it happens in ours. If it does, we'll let you know what it is, but we're not too concerned about it at the moment. Still a lot of hockey left to play. Vartiainen up for Nippard, 2-on-2. He's showing some speed through the neutral zone. Pass over to Pace, left wing circle. Pace Jr. stops it up at the dot. Pass back, and it ramped up off a Danville stick. Couldn't find Nippard. Here's Zilak with it. He's got Tesorero to his right. Tesorero, he's got a goal. Right circle, a shot, and a glove save made by Scott. Tesorero was looking for a second, and Blake Scott said no, no, no. 16:29 now left to go here in regulation. 1-1 in game one, Danville and Port Huron. Zilak and Nippard on this draw. Tied up, and Port Huron will come out with it. Left wing circle. Pace stops it up. At the hash marks. Pace going down behind the net, wrapping it around. Save made, Gordachuk. As that wraparound looked destined for the 5-hole, just got stopped by the stick of Gordachuk. Laid there in the crease, seemed like time stopped there for a second, but Gordachuk was able to make the save and cover up. Oh yeah, you see right there, just to the left of Gordachuk, and the replay makes it seem a lot faster. It felt like that puck was sitting there forever, but no Prowler could get to it to tap it home. Nippard wins it clean. Vartiainen and Parsons play a little catch. Moroso, left wing circle to Pace. Pace playing it back to the point, some give and go. Now to Nippard, right point Vartiainen for Parsons. They play some catch. Vartiainen a shot, blocker save made there by Gordachuk. Pass in the middle, knocked away by Zilak. Nippard giving it up. Moroso a chance and a glove save made there by Gordachuk as he holds on. That shot from the top of the right wing circle from Moroso. He and Sokol have been just diamond finds for the Prowlers, especially late in the season. You saw when they got signed, you said, okay, we'll see how the new guys do in terms of the Port Huron lineup. All they did was just score goals and score goals in bunches. Face off to the left of Gordachuk. Portillo and Barakoff, they tie up with it in the feet. Danville's wing support comes up with it. Brazen, left wing side, 2-on-2. Brazen, left circle with it. A shot pad saved, rebound found by the Prowlers, and they are able to clear it out to the neutral zone. Good heads-up play. I think that was by Parsons. Missed the number on it. Back the other way come the Dashers. Here's Hawgood over the line with it. Hawgood, center point, over to Ensor, right circle. Ensor a shot, and save made by Scott. Ensor to Brazen, left wing side. Back down into the corner. Too far for Ensor, too far for Portillo. Stoya will have to collect along the far wall. Quickly headmans that one up to Robertson. Robertson was Lukanich driving the net. A drop pass. Nobody was there for Robertson. And Danville going to skate this one out the way. Good check at the red line there by Sokol. Forces the turnover. Here's Robertson again, left wing circle. Doesn't go for the drop pass here. Holds it onto his stick. A shot in front. And that one stopped away. Good effort in front, but ran out of space. And Gordachuk was able to shut down the opportunity there from Fowler. Fowler's got the puck again, trying to play it over to Sokol. Sokol to Young, a chance. Gordachuk the save. Fowler the rebound. That one knocked away as Gullo got his body in front. Now Contrado holds it in left point. Contrado left wing circle, dives down into the corner. 10.5 to go here in the third. 1-1, slowly approaching next goal wins territory. Here's Hawgood, moving this one up. Pass to the left wing side, Sam Turner. Turner, left wing circle with it on the backhand. Stops it up there. Turner gets pinned into the wall. It's tied up in the feet. Armstrong moves it up to the top. Daniel D to D. Denny a shot. Big block in front by Federley. Still held in though. Armstrong shot high over the crossbar. 9:10 to go here in the third. Still 1-1. Here come the Prowlers attacking the zone to the right. Fowler with a big check big time there by Daniel. And then Fowler finishes him off with a sandwich hit thanks to Graham. Fowler a shot. Glove saved by Gordachuk. Passing up the right wing, now to the left point, Vartiainen. He'll do a little give and go with Graham. Graham to the middle to Federley. Back to the center point, Parsons. He and Vartiainen play some catch. Parsons with it right point. Vartiainen, left point, a shot. Glove save, Gordachuk. Picked that one out of the air and keeps this one tied at 1-1. 7:36 left to go here in the third. 1-1 is our score. See right there, Gordachuk had to be high atop his crease to make that save, and he had a dasher down in the crease behind him. He he was just checked in there. Might have been Brad Denny. Speaking of Denny, he's got the puck off the Danville faceoff line. Moved ahead, and Hein will play this one to Quintos left wing side. Quintos, left circle, down into the corner. He's back checked by two different Prowlers. Quintos comes out with it and blocked in front by Parsons. Parsons up for Graham, intercepted in the offensive zone for the Dashers. Here's Atkins a chance, and a bad save by Scott. Look at the aggression to cut down the angle quickly on Atkins. Hein a one-timer and a glove save made there by Scott. 6:10 left to go here in the third, and Danville starting to ask the questions on the road late. You see Atkins a chance there, a big save by Scott. And if we would have seen the other replay of the Hein one-timer, he was out almost just as far. Blake Scott, an aggressive netminder, and doing so right now, doing well. It's 1-1. Port Huron wins the defensive zone draw. Here's Arnott up the way with it. Over to Moroso, right wing side. Moroso with the dot. I think he rang the post. Might have gotten a piece of it to Gordachuk's blocker, but a big-time stop by the post for Danville. Brosnan was knocked down in the neutral zone. A penalty coming up here to the Prowlers. It'll be the third Danville man advantage of the night. It's loose in the slot. Somehow Port Huron didn't touch it. They finally do in the corner. I thought that whistle was going to blow 2 or 3 different times over. But now Danville with a huge opportunity late in this game. Nippert just getting caught with the stick there against Brosnan. Tripping is the call with 4:51 to go here in the third. Danville power play is 1 for 2. A.J. Tesorero's goal is the 1 for Danville. Portillo wins the draw. Prowlers trying to get it out. Dalton Young hit a body with it. Zilak to the middle. Tesorero denied, and then Nair denied, both with the right pad of Scott. Tesorero left wing circle with it. High slot, a shot, glove save. Reaching up high atop his left ear, Blake Scott denies Tesorero. 4:25 to go in the third, and 1:34 left in Danville's third power play of the night. The Prowlers have yet to have a man advantage, and yet through all of it, the game is tied at 1-1. Face off to the left of Scott. Portillo and Zilak. Portillo wins it clean. This one sent down the length of the ice. Denny will have it at the red line. Danieluk and Zilak, right wing side. Zilak's in over the line. Stops it up top of the circles. Gives to Denny. Now to Danieluk. Nair with this one, left wing circle. Nair spinning around. High slot. Denny, right wing circle to Zilak to the middle. Tesorero. And that one knocked away as Scott got active in his crease. Denny holds in right point. Danieluk knocked away in the slot by Port Huron. Portillo going to force Danieluk into a race. Danieluk wins it, but a half step behind him was Portillo, waiting for it, a mistake. 20 seconds left to go in this Danville power play. Firing a shot in there and a save made by Scott. Loose in front, and Zilak's backhand turned aside by Scott. Here's Zilak with it again, right wing circle with it. Out of the box comes the Port Huron player, 1 for 3 on the Danville power play tonight. Here's Portillo trying to move this one ahead. Graham with Nippert on his right wing side. He's in over the line. Graham, left wing hash marks with it to Nippert in the slot. Back right point. Arnott a drive, deflected and save made by Gordachuk. What a deflection by Portillo. Nearly went 5-hole, but somehow he closed it up in time and keeps it tied 1-1 with 1:45 left to go in the third. Oh my, what a sweet tip by Portillo, who is such a great net front player for the Prowlers. And right there, he was that close to giving Port Huron what would have almost assuredly been a 1-0 lead in this series. Contrado and Young play a little catch. Giuliano, right circle, getting this one over, having his stick lifted with Soko, but he's able to keep it in. Young rims this one down into the corner. Giuliano raced after it, but lost it. Hawgood and Ensor now up here on the defense. Here comes Barakov. Barakov to Brosnan, 3-on-3 as they hit the line, right wing side. 50 seconds left to go here in regulation. Pass to the middle, knocked away by the Prowlers defense. Puck squirts free, and it will be jumped on there by Scott. 46.3 left to go here in the third. 1-1 our score, and it looks like neither coach opting for their timeouts. Face off to the left of Scott. Fowler v. Gullo on this one. Won by the Prowlers. Here's Contrado head manning the play to Giuliano, left wing circle, back for Contrado, and a save made there by Gordachuk. Moving this one up the way. Young intercepts at the red line. Fowler giving this one over. Here's Sokol, left wing side, dropping it back for Young. Pass to the middle. Giuliano had his stick explode on him at the worst time. 25.9 to go in the third. Giuliano's stick lets it easily float there for a save and a cover by Gordachuk. Well, 1-1 our score. We are definitely in next goal wins territory. Playoff hockey, you gotta love it. Face off to the right of Gordachuk. Hein v. Nippert. Hein pushes his man away, and Danville wins with the wing support. 20 seconds to go in the third. Here come the Dashers. 2-on-2, they're in over the line. Hein, high slot, waits up, didn't pull the trigger. Bukal down the right wing to Quintos. He and Bukal play some catch. Center point just held in there by Murray. Left circle, Atkins wide of the blocker's side by Scott. 6 seconds to go here in the third. Hein, right circle with it, needs to shoot quickly. Quintos, 2 seconds. Bukal, 1, fires, save made, Scott, and that will do it for regulation. We head into overtime, 1-1 our score. Tesorero for Danville in the first period. Zokanic for Port Huron in the second. No scoring in the third. And we will have sudden death overtime to decide our Game 1 winner. Now, a quick note, you might have heard me say this in the third period at some point, but the note we were given by the sim administrators is, unfortunately, there was a glitch, and all the Game 1s, if they got to overtime, were played with a continuous 3-on-3 overtime as opposed to continuous 5-on-5. So you will see 3-on-3 in this game. We've been told that that has been corrected in future games. Hein v. Jay, 3-on-3 for a specialty overtime here in the playoffs, and we're underway. Hein, left wing circle, he's in over the line. Hein at the dot, fires up. Scott makes the glove save, and he covers up. Now it's continuous overtime, but it's still 5-minute periods, so take that what you will. If we go into a second overtime, it still would have been the first if you go by minutes, but, you know, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, I guess. Jay v. Hein on this draw. Jay will win it clean. Graham pushes it back up for Jay. Here comes Port Huron attacking the zone to our left. Dalton Jay, left wing circle at the hash marks for Graham. He fires up, glove save, rebound controlled by Hein and kicked away. Dashers move this one into the neutral zone. Here's Jesse Nair. Check that, Quintos with it. Quintos to Hein, got some space, save made by Scott, and he kicks away the rebound at the far side of the net. Denny with it, left circle. Quintos a blast, blocked in front by the Prowlers, but Quintos holds in right point. To Denny, left circle, back for Quintos. Back for Denny with it, left wing side, couldn't pull the trigger. Down to Quintos at the far side of the net. Over to Denny, high slot, his chance, and a glove save made by Scott. Plays away the rebound to Dalton Jay. 2:05 left to go in this first overtime of 3-on-3. Pace over for Jay, right circle, save made. Gordachuk holds onto that one with the shoulder and gets the whistle. 1:54 left to go here in the first overtime. 1-1, Danville and Port Huron in Game 1. You see Hein, glorious opportunity, bearing down, half breakaway on that left wing, but just kicked out by the right pillow of Scott. He's been phenomenal in this game. Nippert and Zilak on this draw. Nippert wins it clean. Young over to Federley. His shot kicked aside by Gordachuk. Daniel ties up Federley behind the net. Nippert with this puck, right wing circle. Nippert dropping it back. Young, right point to Federley. For Nippert, a chance and a glove save made there by Gordachuk. Couldn't control it though. Rebound goes to the far corner. Federley a drive, blocker save made by Gordachuk again. 90 seconds left to go here in the continuous 3-on-3 overtime. Zilak, right wing circle to Daniel shot and a blocker save made there by Scott. Tried to extend out for the rebound, out of his grasp, but the Prowlers will bail him out. Here's Nippert in over the line. Nippert, right wing circle, stops it up, spins it back. Federley with this puck now. Federley trying to move it. He moves it to Parsons, right circle over to Nippert, and a pad save made by Gordachuk. Zilak finds the rebound, forces it out. Daniel to Zilak, right wing side. 1 minute left to go in the first overtime. Zilak dropping it back, right circle. Now back for Zilak at the point. Nair a drive and a save made by Scott. Quickly throws the rebound away as Parsons rims this one around. Trying to race after it. Eventually getting to it is Contrado, but we get a whistle. 43.9 left to go in overtime. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know what this whistle is. There was 47 seconds left. We had some glitching and some tearing, and then all of a sudden there's 43 and everyone stopped. Doesn't look like there's a man advantage situation. And maybe it was icing. Who knows? Barakoff v. Portillo on this one. Portillo wins it clean. Graham to Contrado. Save made by Gordichuk as he found that one on the body and prevented a rebound from being spilled. 38.9 left to go in overtime now. Still 1-1 our score. Contrado just letting one go right there. And Gordichuk in good positioning to make the save as he stopped it on the blocker side. Barakoff v. Portillo again, this time to Gordichuk's right. Portillo wins it clean. Young and Contrado, they play some catch. Young shot blocked. Portillo for Young, for Contrado again, he scores! Brandon Contrado winning this one for Port Huron. Game 1 goes to the Prowlers. Well, they tried that play on the last face-off, and Gordichuk was able to stop it and cover it. This time, same play, took a little bit to develop because it went on the opposite circle, but Contrado a little more open, had the space to really place the shot where he wanted to, and he lets it go from just inside the slot on the left side. Hits the top right corner. 2-1. Port Huron wins in overtime, and they have a 1-0 series lead heading to Illinois, the David S. Palmer Arena, where the Danville Dashers will be at home, but they'll have their backs against the wall. That'll do it for this edition of the Under Reviews FPHL Season Sim. We'll take a quick peek at some stats. 39-31 shots on goal in favor of Danville in this one. But look at the faceoffs won. 25 out of 35 faceoffs won by the Prowlers. Showed they had the more dominant centerman in this game. Blake Scott with 39 saves, star number 1. Brandon Contrado, the game-winning goal, star number 2. And Jesse Gordichuk gets star number 3. He had a good night. I wouldn't say it was a great night. Didn't face as many shots as Scott. Still made the good saves when he could. But one fluke goal from Zulkanich and then one beauty of a goal from Contrado eventually did him in, and that is all she wrote for Game 1 here at the virtual McMorran Arena. Well, that was a lot of fun to call for everybody. Hope you'll stick around for Game 2 tomorrow, where I'll be on some double duty. You'll be hearing me call the Columbus River Dragons home game against the Carolina Thunderbirds. Remember, Game 1 of that series coming up in just a little bit. And then you'll also hear me on Game 2 of this same series right here. Can Danville extend it to 3, or will Port Huron get the sweep and move on to the Western Division Finals? You'll have to find all of that out tomorrow as we are done here at the virtual McMorran. One more time, your final score. In overtime, Port Huron 2, Danville 1. Prowlers lead the series 1-0. Until then, have a good night, everybody. Enjoy Carolina and Columbus coming up momentarily.